What's the best genre of photography to get into in 2020? In my opinion, I think it's boudoir, and I'm going to tell you why. So what I've done is I've actually brought up two Google searches, one for wedding and one for boudoir. And then I also went into Google Trends and I'm comparing the growth of boudoir photography along with wedding and family photography. So the first one we're going to look at is boudoir photography. If we jump in here, Google Trends is basically a tool that kind of compares and contrasts traffic over time. So in the United States, if we look at the term boudoir photography, you can see that over the last 5 years, the most popular it's ever been is right now, summer 2020. And this is a little bit, let's just say it's not the most accurate tool in the world. It also ranks the states amongst which are the most popular. And I'm going to tell you, in my experience as a marketing agency and as an educator in the boudoir space, this is absolutely true. There are more studios going into boudoir. There are more people shooting boudoir clients. There's studios just leaving all the other genres behind. Wedding photographers, family, branding, everyone is jumping over to boudoir. And they're the busiest they've ever been. So they might have been in branding, they might have been in family, children, or maternity. And sure, they did, a handful of clients before, but now more than ever, it's easier to grow and scale a boudoir business. And let me just contrast that to weddings. So if you jump over here and you look at weddings, you're gonna see that over the last 5 years, and of course with COVID, it is the lowest it's ever been across the entire US. And I will tell you that now more than ever, photographers, especially weddings, they're being canceled. Anything having to do with events, so corporate photo booths, anything where people congregate, are definitely a lot slower. So what does this mean? Does it mean it's going to be permanent? I don't think so. But it's definitely, things are definitely slowing down, at least for now, while restrictions on just size of gatherings and travel are in place. The other one to look at is family photography. And I'm showing this to contrast the fact that, boudoir photography, while it doesn't, the gross numbers aren't super impressive, the trend that it's growing is compared to the trend that family photography is slowly going down over time. And you can actually see a pretty cool trend of like every fall, everyone knows that this happens. In the fall, it gets really busy. And then it's slow, and then it goes really busy in the fall, and then it gets slow, and then really busy, and then slow, and really busy. And I will tell you, for boudoir, while it might have a little bit of that, there are a lot more times where things just kind of pick up. So in the summer, basically Christmas in July, Mother's Day, you have Valentine's Day, and then of course you also have Black Friday and the fall. And one other thing I'm going to show you is just the difference in levels of competitiveness. So boudoir photography is actually still pretty easy and still a little bit more new. So if you look, I'm just going to show you, one of our clients is on this page and she has a brand new website. It's right here. You can tell it's brand new because she has a domain authority of 1. The domain name is just a couple months old. She's on the first page because of a little bit of the on-page stuff we've done, and because of some of the off-page stuff we've done. But nonetheless, the experience on her website is absolutely amazing. Her work is beautiful, so that helps. But you can see here that almost all these listings, the number one position has a domain rating of 5. I'm not going to count this directory in here. There's a 12, there's a 1, there's a 24, a 90, another directory. Let's just say there's another 1, and then there's a 2. So you can see that that's not very competitive, right? Domain rating, according to Ahrefs, is out of 100. So you can imagine anything under a 10 is kind of new, beginnerish. And if we go to Miami wedding photography, it's the complete opposite. So you're going to see that, the knot, not going to count the knot, but Lucas G is at a 26. The next organic is going to be a 41. This is a really strong domain. There's a 22. So there's almost no single digits on the first page, let alone at the top of the first page. And I will tell you, being an ad buyer, we buy a lot of ads, Google ads for our clients. Weddings are way more expensive, sometimes 2 to 3 times more than competing for boudoir. So not only is SEO easier, it's a lot cheaper to bid on with Google pay-per-click. So why am I telling you this? I think in the short term, Boudoir is growing quickly. And the reason I say that as well is because if you come and look at some of the related topics people are looking at and the related queries, a lot of them are business oriented, right? So everything from hashtags to pricing to let's just say books and photo shoots. That could be a mixture, as well as on this other side, style. We can also look at other words that kind of just indicate it's a photographer looking to start a business, right? So boudoir photography names, and let's look at style examples, and let's keep going. Photography prices. So you can kind of see that, it's a mixture of both people growing into the genre and coming from other genres, as well as potential clients searching it. So I definitely am seeing a surge in this. Most of our clients in our agency right now are boudoir studios that make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. A lot of them were established in either weddings, family, maternity, newborn, something else, and have just gravitated to it because boudoir is super fun. It's super easy and fun to market, if I could repeat that term. And it's just less competitive. And they're making way more in this new genre compared to just some other oversaturated ones where people start, maybe family, weddings, children, you name it. So that's my take on this. I think now more than ever, it's definitely the time to get into it. If you guys want more info on how you can work with us and our boudoir mentoring program, you can definitely click on the links below at either the highRollersClub.io for our group program or at photographytoprofits.com. If you are in a studio that has a top tier portfolio and you're charging at least $2,000 per client, that's really where you would work one-on-one with us. But other than that, that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.